Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another session of public administration question. So we will discuss another question on public administration today. So the syllabus of public administration is, just one second. So leadership, policy formulation, decision making, communication, motivation and moral. Okay, so this is the syllabus of public administration. We have completed Simon's decision making, communication, motivation. Today we will discuss a 20 marker. Decision making lies at the heart of administration. It contains various degree of fact and value judgment. So based on fact value dichotomy, we will write this answer. So this question is belong to Simon. Simon, fact, value. Clear? So we will discuss this question. Next class we will discuss about Hosberg and Maslow. Okay. So this is the question. Decision making lies at the heart of administration. Is contain varying degree of fact and value judgment. So this answer, it is a 20 mark question. So 200 word answer you will write. You write what is decision making. You write that administration is a series of decision making. Administration is a series of decision making. So only a good decision making result into a good administration or good outcome. Clear? So good decision making result into good outcome. Administration is a series of decision making. So whether classical human relation, behavioral theorists all give focus on decision making in organization. Everyone give focus to decision making in organization. So we need to distinguish between classical idea of decision making and behavioral idea of decision making. And in behavior, what Chester Bernard give idea of decision making and how Simon influenced from him. Clear? So we discussed that. After that, classical idea of decision making. The classical theorists, they focus on top-down decision, centralized decision. Top-down, centralized decision, rigid. And the classical theorist Taylor, he said science of administration, that is science in decision making in administration. This is idea of Taylor, who is known as father of scientific management. Clear? This is okay. After that we write about Simon, who is known as father of decision making theory. Simon is influenced from Chester Bernard, who is known as first behavioralist. Okay, so Chester Bernard, who is known as first behavioralist, Simon is influenced from him. Okay, so next, Simon also give importance to decision making in organization. Simon said that decision making is based on two things: fact, value. What is fact? 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. We can call it as fact. That means science. Fact is science. Okay, value means we cannot call value is fact. It is non-factual value. It is non-factual, value-based, emotion. When your decision has emotion, it is non-factual, you can call it is value. So we can call a value-based decision is non-scientific. It is not scientific. Okay, it is non-scientific. Clear? So after that, Simon said political decision making is consist of value, emotion, special consideration. Okay, value, emotion, special consideration. Clear? So political decision making is consist of value. That means politician give special focus, special emotion to some section of people. This is political decision making. And he said value fact dichotomy. Value based. Political decision making are value based. He said administration is not only based on fact but fact plus value. So fact plus value consists of administrative decision. Clear? So when value is there, emotion is there, the classical idea, what is that? Science of administration is wrong. So Simon said the classical idea of science of administration is wrong because you cannot judge value, emotion. This cannot. That means what? Experiment. Science. You cannot judge or give emotion and value. You cannot quantify them. You cannot put them to experiment. So the classical idea of science of administration is wrong as proved by Simon. Clear? So after that you will write that Simon said that classical science administration is wrong because administrative decision making consists of both fact plus value. Clear? This is the answer of this question. Decision making lies at the heart of administration. It contains varying degree of fact and value judgment. So in the first part, this is the first part, 100 word. You need to write that decision making is the heart of administration. It is a very important part of administration. You need to write about the classical idea of decision making and the behavioral idea of decision making and fact value judgment. After that you write what we more write, that classical idea of decision making, absolute rationality. Absolute rationality. Why? Again, try to find out why. The classical idea of decision making, Taylor, Fayol, Golick, they give focus on absolute rationality in decision making. That means perfect decision making. But Simon said absolute rationality is not possible because they said only fact or science in decision making. But Simon said the concept of absolute rationality in decision making is not possible. because administrator face a lot of constraint like time, money, co-worker, organizational policy. So these are the constraints faced by administrator. So as an administrator, you people, just think, you people, can you take a decision which you say give you 100% result? No, it is not possible, because always there are constraints like time, money, co-worker. So one cannot take absolute decision every time. So Simon said bounded rationality model. Bounded rationality in decision making. So here you can relate why Simon said bounded rationality, because Simon said that decision making consists of both fact and value. Okay, so decision making consists of both fact and value. So when it consists of both fact and value, it can't be scientific. So when it cannot be scientific, it cannot be absolute rational or cannot give you perfect result. Clear? It cannot give you absolute decision or perfect result, because value part is there. If only fact will be there, you can say it will give you absolute rationality. But as decision making consists of both fact and value, you cannot have absolute rational, perfect decision. For you people, can you say you can clear the exam in 6 months, 1 year? No, you may clear. And there is value part. That means there may be many constraints you face. So this is bounded rationality. After that, you can add, if there is scope, you can add the concept like incremental decision making, Lindblom, mixed scan, Ignoi, and optimal model by Gross. With this, you will write this fact value dichotomy in decision making in organization. Okay, so this is fact value dichotomy in decision making in organization. So this is the answer of this question. So this question is complete. Decision making lies in the heart of administration. It contains varying degree of fact and value judgment. So you need to write by citing the example of theorist. Okay, so this is the exam, classical idea, behavioral idea. So tomorrow at same time we will discuss about this question, the last question from this unit asked in 2011. Define motivation. How Husband's theory of motivation is deviation from Maslow's need-based motivation. So as we already discussed about Maslow, tomorrow class we will focus on Husband's theory of motivation. Husband's two-factor theory. It is a probable question in 2019. Means you may get Maslow plus Husband as 60 marker. So if you haven't watched that question Maslow, go and watch it, and if you watch it, you must attend the tomorrow's class. And yes, I have been teaching in public administration in Unacademy. You can follow me, Deepak Kumar Swain, and watch all my special class. The link is given in the video, in the YouTube video. The link is given. Follow the link and watch all my special class, 40 plus class I have given. Okay, so this is for today. We will meet tomorrow. Tomorrow we will discuss Husband's, what is Husband's theory of motivation, and how we relate Husband with Maslow we compare Hobsbawm with Maslow and McGregor.